Welcome to Still Dripping Happy Hour. Welcome to the Still Dripping Happy Hour. I'm your host, Mason. And tonight on the move, we got Mason.
What up? I thought you were going to introduce me as Hayes Holla.
Hayes Holla. Oh, man, Mason always does the intro, and it's just the two of us right now. So, I feel like you should be introduced properly.
Oh, appreciate it.
There you go. There you go. So, you know what to do. Follow us on the Instagram, Still Dripping TN. Follow us on the cards one. Did you see I posted something this week?
I saw that.
Cookies on the bottom of the shelf. Still Dripping cards, Still Dripping Twitter. You know what it is. Do all those stuff. Support your boys. Download it. Tell your friends. Tell your grandmom.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll start out. I do have a question of the week, but we'll start out with free shout outs. And we just figured this out like right after we got off the pod last week. So it's about 6 days old, but we got past all those anti-American firewalls in Russia, and we had a Russian listener. So we're mending hearts, I guess, or something.
Mending countries, mending relationships,
changing the world.
Changing the world.
Shout out to the Ruski. What do you think his name is?
You know what? First of all, I hope that guy's okay. And like, what would cause that person to want to listen to Still Dripping Happy Hour? You watch the news, it feels like it's not good, right? I know it's not good, but I'm not trying to make light of it. But good grief, what, you don't have better stuff to do, or like, why are you listening to us? And or we'd love your feedback.
Hey, let's be honest though. Whoever this guy is, I don't know if it's one guy or more than one. We've got 11 downloads from Russia in the past year. That's the second most behind the United States. That's more than Canada.
Oh, wow. So
listen, the Ruskis they're really, I don't know if that says something good or terrible about us, but
hey, over there behind, come out from behind the Iron Curtain and tell your friends about Still Dripping Happy Hour. At Still Dripping TN. Follow us on Instagram. And be safe. Be safe. If nothing else, I hope you're safe, and I hope you're dope.
Well, that was my free shout out. So do you have any free shout outs?
I have an anti shout out. I think we're going to have free. Well, we always do a lot of free shout outs. It's just a part of how we operate. I got an anti shout out this week. Shocker. Not shout out to Duke, and I hope they die. Number one. Number two would be not shout out to the Memphis Grizzlies and the Golden State Warriors. So I don't know if I've ever said this on this podcast, but the collapse of my sports fandom really started 2020. It was my son's 10th birthday. I had worked it out to where we were going to Atlanta to watch the Hawks play. And I'm trying to remember who they even played against now. Doesn't matter. I networked. We have a family friend I would love to have on the podcast, Kristen Ledlow. She's a sideline reporter on TNT. You've probably heard of her. She gets me to where I'm going to get in the locker room to meet Vince Carter, Logan's favorite basketball player. We're going to meet Vince Carter and Trae Young and all that, but he really just wanted to meet Vince Carter. And I worked it out to where we were going to get in the locker room and meet him and all that sort of stuff. She was going to just take us down and do all that. The night that is scheduled, I booked the car. We're getting ready to leave. COVID happens. Rudy Gobert goes on TV. He's got it. Donovan Mitchell. And then the season's canceled. And that was Vince Carter's last game. It was the last game he ever played. And he retired because they didn't go play in the bubble. But that really left a really, really bad taste.
Were you at that game?
No.
Or you were going to the next game?
We're going to the next game.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
Gotcha. Okay.
Going to the next game. It was the next night. It was like a back to back. And then that happened. And it just left a really, I get it. I'm not, but when your kid turns 10 once and you get to have an experience like that, and Vince Carter's not going to play anymore. Like, it's not like that's going to happen again. And so it just left a really bad taste in my mouth. And so anyway, that being said, fast forward to, I don't know, a week ago, John Morant is his favorite player. The Grizzlies decided to rest John Morant for the next 2 weeks in preparation for the playoffs. They're killing everybody anyway. That's the whole reason I got tickets to the Warriors, Grizzlies. Steph gets hurt. And so I was like, this is totally pointless. Why are we going to the game? John Morant's out, Steph's out. They ended up not playing Klay Thompson or Draymond Green either. It was a bloodbath. I don't know if you saw the game. But I canceled that. I sold the tickets on StubHub. My consolation prizes were going to go to a playoff game, but not free shout out. Man, this is the second time the NBA. I feel like the NBA has ruined my child's birthday, like within a 2-year span, and that sucks. And so
That's tough.
that's the heart of a dad right there. How about that?
Yeah.
So anyway, it's nice that I got to finally express that, because I was a pretty it's weird. I won't talk about this a lot, but it's hard to avoid. You're talking to a really big North Carolina fan, have been since I was a kid. And because of that experience I just described to you, with basketball, like all of my sports fandom has been in a humongous rut for however many years now, couple three, and it was
Until
on the
North Carolina made a Final Four run, and
no, it's not. It definitely didn't hurt, but I'm just back with North Carolina, right? I don't know if I'm going to be, but here's what I'm saying. This isn't even fun. Like, if sports is supposed to be fun, it's not even fun thinking about this game on Saturday. It is stressful. It is.
yeah.
I honestly might not even end up watching it type stress. Like, what fun is that? I don't know. It's pathetic. I feel like I'm going back into my unhealthy sports fandom, which I really don't want to be back at that place of, win or lose, like it affects my day and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. I'm sorry. All that be said, go Heels, screw Duke. I hope they die in the car wreck tomorrow night. All of them.
Oh my God.
I mean, any Tar Heel, any Carolina fan is going to tell you that, if they're being truthful.
Maybe like just get injured in a car accident, like not die.
Just get significantly hurt and hurt your career, like J.D. Williams and Bobby Hurley. True stories. Go look at it.
Well, that's awesome.
Sorry, Russian.
Sorry.
Love everybody. Peace. Love everyone. I just Will Smithed it. Oh,
Will Smith, he had some good highlights this week.
that's what I said.
Yeah.
Will Smithed it.
Will Smith.
I just wish death on everybody, and then I said, no, peace, everybody. It's all good. Peace and love. Good. That's all set up, man.
So for a long time, I did like North Carolina. Like, not that I don't anymore, but they still are one of my top teams. But I just don't think of them that way, because like it's really like Tennessee and nothing much else. But my hate for Duke, along with most of the rest of the country, I guess, is just so high that even for me, I notice it's unhealthy. Like when I'm watching them, I'm just getting angry.
Yeah.
Like that's the only emotion I have watching Duke. It's never like happy the other team's losing or the other team's winning. It's just like anger. Everything's derived off hate. So I get that.
I'm still the same way. My is weird. My hate of Duke is actually higher than my love of Carolina. It's weird. In fact, I think the whole reason I am a Carolina fan is probably traced back to the fact that I hated Duke. And I was like, what's the most disrespectful thing to do is be the biggest Carolina fan you can be. Right?
I've got a question though for everybody who, I just want your thoughts. For everybody who thinks that college football, here's what I feel like I hear a lot. College football only has 4 teams, so that's unfair. But I love the NCAA tournament. But to me, 68 teams is way more unfair than 4 teams for a national championship. Like 40 of those teams shouldn't have a chance to win the championship. To be honest, North Carolina shouldn't have had a chance to win the championship. They didn't play that way this year.
Not in that logic. Correct.
So to me, like everybody's mad that there's only 4 teams, and then everybody loves the tournament. And I get it. There's some excitement, but it's like, St. Peter's. We don't need St. Peter's in there. Like maybe we need 16 teams, and that's it. So I just think it's ridiculous that we always love the tournament but hate the final 4 teams in football.
I think also though, I think what people I think what the masses really love about the tournament is the first 4 rounds. It's up into the Elite Eight. Like after the Elite Eight, the interest. I mean, this is a different year because North Carolina is playing Duke, right?
Yeah.
But generally, people love the first weekend,
the
second weekend.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think you're right. I think this year, like you said, most of the time it doesn't play out like it did this year with 4 true blue bloods in it. I'm more excited than ever for this Final Four. I don't think there's another Final Four that I've been more excited for.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
And go Heels?
These should, yes. I want North Carolina to win by far. But these 4 games should be really good. Or these 4 teams should be really good.
I hope
3
not.
games.
I hope it's an absolute bloodbath and North Carolina wins by 30 in both the rounds. I mean, I don't hope it's close. All right, that was way too much. Hey, you mean the segue? I got a good segue.
Okay, segue for us.
All right. Did you see? So it's kind of related, but it can get into where we need to go. Okay, so Scott Williams, who played with Michael Jordan in Chicago, but Scott Williams also went to North Carolina, and he was maybe a freshman when Jordan was a senior, or he was a junior. He was wanting a bunch of gear because he's a big dude. He's like 6'11". He wanted a bunch of Carolina gear for some like a group of guys who's going to go to the Final Four. And he like randomly texted Michael Jordan. Did you see he sent? I can't tell you how many boxes of Carolina related stuff. They sent him the Carolina 6s, the ones that just came out.
Yeah.
Big sizes like 17, 18s for all these dudes that are Carolina grads that are going to the game. And all this gear, it's awesome. You can see these boxes. It's like, it looks like something out of a Nike warehouse, all the stuff that he sent them. And it was just a text. It was really cool. He was giving Michael Jordan all this shout outs, but it was cool. All the stuff that they ended up sending. Yeah. I know Michael gets a bad rap sometimes as a selfish jerk, but I was like, that's pretty cool.
I mean, this Duke UNC game is going to be so crazy. Like, what, 96 Duke players showed up for his final game at Cameron? There's going to be more in the Final Four, and there's going to be more North Carolina players. There
could be some fights.
So many. There could be some fights, and it's in New Orleans. That place has a good record for that, so it'll be a must-watch off the court as well as on the court.
I agree. I totally agree. That being said, I don't know. Probably not going to watch it, honestly.
Well,
I can't do that to myself.
Going from Michael Jordan to Michael Jordan's little brother. Biggest news of the week: Kobe and Nike getting back together.
So long overdue.
I know. I think all the NBA players are pretty excited. They get their shoes back. I think some of them were running low. I know a lot of people had switched to different shoes. Like, I think Paul George probably benefited, right? That line, that's close to Kobe's, I think. But yeah, the new, we saw these before the partnership ended, the black and white pair, with the Mamba Foundation logo on it. So those are supposed to come out. I'm not seeing an actual date, but Gigi's birthday was May 1st, and she would be 16 this year. So I'm betting that on May 1st or that Thursday or that weekend,
get something.
We're gonna get those black and white. Says Kobe and Gigi on the back.
Yep,
and it's got her number on them. So it says all the proceeds will go to the Mamba and Mambacita Foundation. So I like those.
That's pretty cool.
It's a pretty dope pair of shoes. They're just black and white. It's hard to wear Kobe's off court, but I think that pair would probably be an exception of the significance. I think all Kobe's are probably going to be. People are going to rock Kobe's more now.
Yeah, well,
Or-
you've heard. I mean, DeMar DeRozan and PJ Tucker have talked about that a lot, about how hard it is and rare to find all these Kobe's that they always wear. So that makes sense. Hey, I found this picture. I was looking for it. Sorry, this is bad radio, but here's a picture of Scott Williams, and I can't figure out who that is, but you can see how much stuff Jordan sent them. Just
Dang.
boxes and boxes,
Holy
and
moly!
boxes of stuff. Here's another one, like all the gear he sent them.
Wow, that's
Coming to
awesome.
focus. Shirts, hats, shoes. I mean, it's just fire stuff too. It's not
That's
like,
so dope.
it's not like he's sending them Spiz Ikes or all these other models that we've bashed. 6 rings. He's sending them heat. That's pretty dope. Hey, listen to this too. As I was scrolling through here, shout out to D Goods, who we had as a guest a few weeks ago. He just, I don't know why this is so funny. He just tweeted out, I've been riding dirty for 10 years with no driver's license, and I finally got one today.
Oh my God.
Are you serious? I have so many questions.
That is insane. Hey, bookmark that. We got to come back to that when we have him on.
How does he? I have so many questions. Like, what is it? I don't even know what to start. But how about that?
That's
just
wild.
Stumbled upon that.
All right, we'll move into
what else you got your eye on?
More sneaker news. This one's for you. Zebra Yeezys coming back in April. Are you going for those?
No. I mean, not to wear. I might buy them to resell. I think they still got some value resale wise, but I won't. It's just I don't. It's too much for me, honestly. I think a few years ago I've rocked them.
You like the more subtle tones.
I like the all one color Yeezys generally.
Yeah.
I would eventually like some of the Wave Runners someday at some point. Those are so stinking expensive.
Yeah. I think they're supposed to come out sometime again, re-release again.
I have heard that like recent or soon.
Yeah. I think so. All right, the next ones I had on, I think I might get you here. Air Jordan 1 Stealth. Have you seen these?
I've been so preoccupied. Anything with ones, I've been so preoccupied with the Georgetowns. I don't describe Stealth.
So Stealth is think shadow, but everything that's black is white. It's a neutral gray type feel, but same color gray.
Not bad. I don't like shoes that have that. I don't know. I feel like there's a little plain. Daniel, Daniel. Are you feeding a child right now?
Yeah.
I dare you to nurse that thing on your teeth.
Just gotta get these meds. Gotta get these meds up.
I'm kidding, everybody. That's abusive or something.
Oh, I tried with Abigail several times. It never worked.
What?
Just when we'd be like in the swimming pool or something, just to be funny.
And it never worked?
No, dude.
Dude, it's 2022. You can lactate. You can have a period. That's bullcrap.
He tried too early.
All you got to do is want to do that. I want to lactate. Here comes some milk out your boob.
Yeah, I think that's
bad. Well, that's what the government tells you. Society tells you that's how I'm done.
Landon was the only one that hit for Air Max Day, though, right? Dan, did you hit?
I did not.
And I was going to come back and say, it ended up being pretty disappointing, if I'm being honest.
Agreed.
Yeah, I agree.
Pretty lackluster.
To be honest, have you seen these Nike Air Max 1s, the Safari and Cobblestone that's coming out? So these are coming out. I don't have a specific date on these. It just says upcoming, but that would have been the best Air Max Day shoe we've gotten since Atmos. And it's got those same Atmos ish. Like instead of the elephant print, it's the safari. But and these are sweet. It's got a light blue swoosh, yellow lacy,
Not bad.
and then the safari print around it, but mostly tan. The safari is a little loud though. I think that's the only thing that I would have an issue with. Overall, I would rock the heck out of these. These look sweet.
I don't have a lot of fives that I love, but the Jade Horizons are growing on me.
Yeah, those are coming soon as well. I could see you wearing those. I don't think I would ever try to get those, but
I think I could pull those off. All right, I got one too though. Have you seen that the OG Bo Jacksons come out this week on the 1st? So it's 2 days from now. The OG Trainer Chlorophylls. Have you seen this?
yes.
Some of my favorite shoes ever. I've never owned a pair, but good grief, they are a grail for me. Just Google Nike Air Trainer 1 mid chlorophyll. I mean, they are absolute fire.
You need me to try for you?
Oh, how do you know? What do you mean?
Wait, you said they're coming out?
Yeah. I haven't seen them on sneakers, so they got to be coming out on something else.
These are only 158 on StockX.
Yeah, they're great. Whoa, which one? The OG? Is it the OG or is it the new ones?
That is for 12, it's 197.
Yeah,
dude, for the 2022.
I'm sorry, I should have clarified. It's not so much a resale. It's a nostalgia shoe.
Yep.
Not quite to the level of the orange ones, the Auburn colorway or whatever that's coming out. But man,
those are Air Trainer 2s,
sick.
right?
Yep. Those are the second ones. The first one, those, man, these are classics. Like I would rock the poop out of these to death.
Yeah, that the flax colorway, that's my favorite. It's like the tan color.
Oh yes,
that looks so good on a mid shoe too.
Yep. You remember the Victor Cruz, who was just a flash in the pan, who got a signature shoe, and it looks dead up like these.
It looks exactly like these.
He totally ganked them.
All right, just released, or about 3 hours ago, we got first view, I guess it's a mock-up because it's not a first look. Air Jordan 11 Midnight Navy will be releasing on Black Friday. All navy. It looks velvet as well. So I won't be going for them. Not your typical,
you just made when you said velvet. I was like,
I know. It's like
where did you see this on?
Tuxedo. So Sneaker News had it 3 hours ago. These are women's exclusive, so that makes more sense.
Okay.
But it's all navy, got a silver swoosh on the back, like those emboldened swooshes that they have. It's got one of those all navy. It looks like a Derek Jeter. That's what I think of when I see this.
I was thinking like the Michigan, because Michigan is a Jordan school too. That made it sound like a Michigan shoe.
Similar. Yep. I mean, think of any.
I wouldn't wear them. I wouldn't.
Yeah, like you said, if it wasn't the velvet, honestly, like a suede on that would be fine. It's just that velvet it's a different.
That sounds
different
gross.
Beast.
The older I get to, the less I can pull off an 11, which is why I traded my 11 Concord Lows to your brother-in-law Seth for the Georgetowns, because that's more my speed now.
And I've been Seth and I both have been wearing the cool gray 11s a lot.
Have you?
Yeah, since I traded them in at Music City Vintage, I've been definitely on that.
Actually, shout out.
Posted to our to our story. No, I think I just posted in the group chat. Shout out to Jason Bonifield, the groom of the wedding that I was at this weekend.
Saw that picture.
Doing the whole reception in all my Minier ones.
Woo!
Yeah, my wife was in the wedding party, and so the night before at the rehearsal dinner, he told me, bring some shoes you can change into them for the reception. So broke out the obsidian ones.
Okay.
So
yes, sir.
I tried to go with the one theme. But yeah, there wasn't no showing up him in those. That shoe on foot,
So fire.
that like I've never seen the Alma Minier one in person. That is a beauty. That's a beautiful shoe.
I feel like they're pretty affordable at this point.
Yeah, I think they were 500.
Oh, I thought it was way less than that. Oh shoot.
Maybe 400 for our size. He's a size 14. So that's tough on the resale market for sure. All right. And then
I'm
the
looking,
last
I'm
thing
looking, I'm looking.
was-
Well,
no,
I
this
gotta
one's
find out
just a
because I thought they
question for
were.
you.
Maybe it's the threes I was thinking is a little bit more affordable. I'm on Minier.
Maybe about 350 on those.
God, man, I'm way off.
Dan, you
then.
would know, right? Alma Minier threes.
Here they are.
Oof.
12s is 426. I was way off.
Yeah, four. I don't know what the threes are.
I
probably
like
more
them. I don't
expensive.
like them for
The
400 though.
What I was thinking of, the fragment threes. Those are
Mm,
low. The
Those are
bro,
materials,
those are
the
so
materials were really bad, is what I've heard.
really.
Yeah, that's what.
Well,
he
then I'm gonna
has
have
a-
to go cop those because I'm a 3-man.
Yeah, so I think
they're like 200
yeah,
or 250.
he got a pair in size 14. He got those and the bacons, and he was telling me it wasn't
Oh, they're 330 on StockX,
330. That's not that
but
bad.
they are glorious. These shoes are just perfect. Oh my gosh.
So I think the heel tab is like I think they were saying it yellows.
Who cares? I don't care. They
I
are
know you
so
don't. You
sick.
definitely don't care about that. But hey, this last sneaker news is for you.
God. Oh, my favorite. Perfect.
New Balance
She
550s or 650s. I'd never seen 650s before, but apparently
550s are sick. What's a 650? I don't
it
even
is
know.
a high top 550.
Oh, gross. No, thank you. No, easy pass.
It's
Right,
literally
Dan?
the same shoe.
The lows are the move.
I agree. Lows are better than the 550s are definitely better than the 650s, but I'm not rocking either of these.
No, heck no. Hey, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Another free shout out as usual because we've already mentioned them once in the podcast. This is the second one. Music City Vintage, free shout out. Go spend your money there. Since we had them on the pod, I just got re-engaged with vintage, and I've been hitting like crazy on this vintage stuff. I know Dan's never been huge into the vintage like resale stuff, like thrifting, but since we've had Music City Vintage on, I just got totally re-engaged with it. I mean, a couple times a week I've been hitting up a thrift store, and I've been killing it, man, slaying it. Check the Instagram. I put a story on there the other day, or reel or whatever. Anyway, Mason, I feel like you're holding out. I feel like you got a bunch of stuff stashed. So what do you have that you're sitting on?
Oh, I couldn't even tell you right now. I did put about 5 items up on my eBay this past week, or actually today.
Okay. But what else are you sitting on?
So sitting on, to be honest, like I've taken everything over to Music City Vintage. They took about, I don't know, 10 to 15 shirts.
I thought you had just like gobs of stuff.
I've kind of pared it down a lot. I've still got quite a few jerseys, some college jerseys, of Florida State 90s esque jersey, some weird unique items. I'm sitting on, and these aren't very expensive, so I'm trying to figure out what to do with them. But the Dion Oregon colorway, they're really cool. The details are really dope.
Yeah.
They're worn though, and they're just not up to snuff. I guess nobody really
And see, in
thinks
my
of that as an
brain,
Oregon colorway.
in my head, I thought you had just like tubs of vintage stuff you were sitting on.
No, not really anymore. I've got a few, like the stuff that I really like, I keep and wear. So that's probably my issue. My favorite shirt is it's a Cubs shirt. So I'm a huge Cubs fan. And it's Al Capone. and it says Northside Hitman on it, and it's like him smoking a cigar.
That's so sick.
It's just weird stuff that you don't normally find. One of my other favorites is a Tennessee Vols shirt, and it's printed on a Nike shirt, but it's definitely not authorized. It says Knoxville, a drinking town with a football problem.
Nice.
So I like stuff like that, the weird stuff.
Dan, do you rock any vintage stuff? Like, is that your speed at all?
I can't say that I do. I think the closest thing that I have gotten to is wearing a For the Boys Tennessee Titans shirt that Bussin' with the Boys did.
It looks vintage.
Yeah. So, I
mean,
I wear it all the time, but I can't claim that I'm a vintage freak.
Okay. As I get older, the more whatever that is appealing to me. Look at this shirt I got this week. That's a personal one. Okay. Bad radio or whatever. But I'll describe it. It's a Chicago Bulls 1992 back-to-back championship shirt. It's on a Screen Stars. Oh man, it is so sick if you can see it.
Oh man.
But
that's awesome.
You bought
but
that?
I found it on eBay and I got a great deal. And it's going in the personal stash because I got it for a really good deal. And it's an XL that fits just right. Because, a lot of the times when they're that old, they'll shrink and it's just like perfect.
They'll either shrink or they'll get huge. And an XL.
Or they'll get huge.
Triple X.
Yeah.
The other thing I found this week was this beauty, which was it's a starter jacket. It's a Bulls. It's a satin. It's small. It's brand freaking new. Like it is like crispy. I finally got it.
One of the shirts that now that you're talking about that, one of the shirts that I've been sitting on, I've had forever, and I've tried to sell it, but I think it's a 2 or 3X, which is why you can't sell it. But it is an ESPN Zone T-shirt, an ESPN Zone New York. It's pre-2001, so the Twin Towers are still in the skyline picture on the shirt. I think it's super dope, but
that is
just
super
that
dope.
Size that like
tough to
the screen print picture looks tiny on this huge shirt. That it truly is a monstrous shirt.
Dan, if we were going to get you into vintage, like what would you wear? Because you're a Texas guy, kind of. Like I've always been confused by that.
Thank you. I was a Texas guy because Reese Gwynn was a Texas guy, and so
free shout out.
Because we would just watch Texas just whenever we were together when they were on. So I was like, well, I guess this is what we're doing.
And you should have been a Carolina guy. You're a basketball fan.
I know. I do.
Shame.
Much to Hayes's chagrin. I have 2 Tar Heel sweatshirts that I wear around. I mean, almost every day.
I'm not that type anymore that's going to shame you for that.
Appreciate that. But I wear it. I've got a blue one that's Carolina blue, and then I have a gray one. It's just the UNC.
Heel, yeah.
And I wear it. I probably, me and Brooke rotate because we just wear all the same sweatshirts, and it's in the wash at least once a week.
God, that's respectable.
But I get talked to anytime I wear that shirt and walk out into public. I get talked to the UNC sweatshirts anytime. So you went to Carolina. What do you think? How's their year going? What do you think? Are they going to win the tournament? How they played well last night? They did. I mean, it's every single time.
Because Carolina fans care about basketball, not just their team. They actually care about real basketball.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's like legit. It's like a legit. It's not just someone who clues in halfway through the season.
Amen, sir.
So, I would say if I were to get into vintage, I am just a t-shirt wearing man. It would definitely be tees or hats for sure, which I guess are 2 pretty main components there. But I think it would be pretty hilarious to start wearing like wrestling tees. I would love to wear some wrestling tees, just like have a few in the rotation. I think that'd be pretty funny. That or NASCAR. One of the two.
I got you. You'll get a care package in like 3 days. I'm gonna text me your address. I'm gonna gateway drug you.
Those are the two. That's what I should have done over the past 6 weeks of unemployment. Is I should have gone and just once a week or twice a week, I should have gone out and started just looking.
And there's got to be some dope stuff in Memphis.
There's got to be, yeah, especially like Memphis Tiger stuff. Probably some
Memphis
stuff
State.
too.
Yeah, the Memphis State stuff is cool.
The Memphis State stuff is cool. I started looking at that last week, and I didn't pull the trigger on anything because we have no income. But yeah, the Memphis State stuff would be dope.
Like Michael Jordan did to Scott Williams. All right, go ahead.
Speaking. Okay,
go
keep
ahead.
going.
Go ahead, Dan.
Totally off topic. Did y'all watch the Complex sneaker shopping with
Dennis?
Oh yeah, with Dennis Rodman?
No, I didn't watch it.
I watched most of those. I did not watch that one.
I watched it last night. It was pretty good. He obviously, he's a character for sure, but it was enjoyable. I enjoyed it for sure. He has never bought a pair of Jordans in his life.
Wow, that's impressive.
It is impressive.
Did he say why?
No, he didn't say why. He picked up a shoe, said some expletives, and said, "Man, I was a teammate with this man, and I've never bought a single pair of his shoes before."
Has he worn any, or has he given any?
Yeah, no.
Did you talk about that?
I think Virgil gave him all of like the off-whites. I know that he got the UNC off-white ones. So I think he's gifted shoes. I think he has tons and tons and tons. But
yeah, didn't Kanye send him some stuff too, right?
Yeah, Kanye. I think Kanye like sends him everything.
But would he have gotten them for free from Nike? Because he has his own shoe with Nike.
That's kind of what I was thinking. I was just thinking he should just be gifted them all the time. It's like just hand it over in the locker room or in the street or after a conference call or whatever. But he did buy it, so I don't know. That's what I was confused about. He didn't make a big deal about it, but he bought 2 pair of Jordan 1s. So I don't know if that was like his first pair of. He bought the patent bred ones, and he bought maybe like the metallic with the black patent leather ones as well that have like the gold swoosh.
Yeah, those are very Dennis Rodman.
Okay, I can see that.
Yes, 100%.
Hey, also free shout out to Dan who just sent me his address so I can send him a care package.
If you DM us, Hayes might send you a care package.
I got you. Listen,
the fact that the other issue that
you're a medium, right? Like a medium,
medium large, yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Right. You're about to get. You're about to basically get hooked on meth.
The other issue that I'm about to run into is I'm going to be working from home indefinitely.
Who cares?
I have absolutely no reason to put on a dress shirt every morning. So, I mean, I might as well swag out.
That's right, sir. God, I love
this. You can start getting on the Instagram.
This is why we're friends. Get on the Instagram.
That's right.
We need your help. God.
All right. I've got a few things for outside the box. It's mainly just games. So I wanted to play this game with Hayes, who thinks he knows everything about the NBA colleges.
That's not true. Yeah.
What kind of beer is that?
That would be a bearded iris, and I haven't drank beer in a long time, but this is absolute fire. It's called Rollout Stout. Bro, it is ridiculous.
That sounds pretty good.
And it's basically like a 40 ounce. That's not true, but it's 1 pint. I mean, it's a big boy. Yeah.
16.
It is really good.
Delightful.
Good.
That's a free shout out. Bearded Iris is also local. Supports your
See if
local
they'll
brewery.
Sponsor us, so we don't have to give them a free shout out.
Yeah, bro. We need some sponsors and some more guests. Hey, listen, if you've made it this far on the podcast, send us sponsors and guests. Okay.
Yes.
We're good
right.
at it, bro. Okay, go ahead, Mason. I'm sorry.
Here's. Do you think if I gave you starters in the NBA, do you think you could name their colleges current? Like they started.
Probably.
I don't even know if you've heard some of these people. This is starters
Go
in a
ahead.
game for the Portland Trailblazers.
Okay.
Brandon Williams,
Ooh, I don't know.
Drew Eubanks.
Arkansas,
No, Arizona.
West Virginia,
Drew Eubanks.
West Virginia.
Nope.
No.
Oregon State. Have you even heard of these people?
Brandon Williams, I have.
CJ Ellaby.
UMass, no.
I hadn't
Oh
even heard
man,
of
I'm
these
knocking
people.
on the door. I can come back to that one. Keep
This
going.
is why people hate the NBA. I love the NBA, but this is why, because I just named 3 people and none of us had ever heard of them.
CJ,
Hayes might have.
I have. CJ Ellaby, I have for sure. It's not UMass.
No, he went to Washington State. Elijah Hughes.
Oh, I don't know him at all.
He went to Syracuse and ECU.
Ooh.
This one
Ouch.
you've heard of. We can get this one. Keon Johnson.
Tennessee.
Yep.
Go through their bench for fun.
We've never even heard of their starter.
I probably have. I mean, I follow.
I follow it a lot, but it's
Do y'all-
just they've shut
are y'all
down at
watching-
least 5 players.
Are y'all watching NBA all the time? Or you just read news? Or you just
I don't watch any games. I just follow box scores occasionally.
I watch
That's impressive.
4 games a week, maybe 3.
Wow, Mason is like
Not the
old
full
me.
game, but yeah, I just love watching NBA.
Wow,
That is awesome.
That is me for college now. I'm more college.
That's fair. Yeah, I don't know. I like watching, and it's fun to bet on too. So, but most of the time, I have
Hell.
more. I think I have more fun not betting on the game that I'm watching. I don't know.
Did you bet on the Heels at all?
No.
If I'm gonna bet,
I
I'm betting on the Heels. Go ahead, Dan.
I've said this before too. I only bet on football, and as soon as football season's over, I cash out everything.
That's a good call. I've
Wow.
maybe made
And then
like
I add
$5 since football season.
Did you have to file that on your tax return?
No, I don't make that money.
I've cashed out, so I'm sure I'll have to do that. But I don't know.
What's the law? You
I
have
think
to have a certain
I think
$700 in winnings or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's right.
to be able to file it.
Yeah, in order to be
Yeah.
required to file
Oh,
it.
crap. Well, then what does that mean for resale? Because then I'm screwed.
Yeah, you probably should have.
The
filed
IRS is gonna,
something.
oh my, I didn't. This is, I mean, that is a
Cost of goods. Cost of goods.
Yep. Make sure you include your cost of goods in your before
I
you
didn't
do
do
your
none
profit.
of that. I'm
Or you'll owe
screwed.
the IRS $14,000.
Come on, come and get me. Hey, Mason, here's a beep. What time is this in our podcast? Come and get me. Whatever, mark it.
For the rest of your life, you're haunted by or followed by one dead person of your choice. Who is that person?
Wow.
Jesus? Is that an answer?
Well, is he dead?
Ooh.
That was the first person I thought of, and then I thought, well, we can make that. He's not dead, so you can't choose him. But yes, that would definitely be the ultimate answer.
Hey, that was a core value. You weren't here last week, but
Oh yeah, we did.
Mason
our
just referred to
core
a core
values.
value. Do you have an answer, Mason?
No,
Where was it?
I don't know, man. You've had a baby recently, and you got. Hey, respect to you, by the way.
yeah, I
I mean,
think you were in the hospital last week.
Was
the
it hospital?
You texted us like, "Hey,
Listen.
I'm on the way to the hospital, so I won't be on tonight."
the Steel Dripping Army has been praying for you, bruh. We care about you. Forget
We
all this
appreciate
stuff.
it.
Like that's way more important than this.
Yeah.
Wisdom.
If they're
would-
following me, do I like want somebody really good who like they might look down on me on every bad decision I make?
but as a hey, by the way, my birthday is this weekend. I'll be 42.
Holy crap! What world?
I never thought it'd last this long. Trust me. I'm as shocked as you are. But the reason I say that is now, as I'm this age, I'd kind of want it to be somebody that went through a whole lot of crap and that can say, hey, if you bad cop that would say, hey, you don't want to do that. Like that's going to impact you in X amount of years from now that I just am not wise enough to see. So that's crazy to say, but I mean, I didn't have a great relationship with my granddad, but I would trust that now that he has passed, that he would say, hey, you probably don't want to do that. And so I would say my granddad. How about that?
It's a good
Some
one.
deep stuff.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
I don't think I'm going to answer after that. Yeah, I can't top that.
There you go.
Yeah,
Wisdom.
I can't think of anyone.
All right.
Maybe like what was his name? Mahatma Gandhi. Maybe someone like that, just to impart some profound.
That is a stupid answer. Like, no disrespect to Mahatma, but he doesn't know you, bro. He doesn't know your heart. He doesn't know how angry you probably are all the time, like me. Like, you need somebody that knows your anger level. That's a bullcrap answer.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Mason, what is your answer? Whoa.
I said I'm not. I can't top yours. I don't know.
That's a cop out.
George Washington.
I really don't know.
Here's what I would
I'll
suspect.
Go
ahead.
My favorite book is Nelson Mandela's biography. So
Okay.
maybe Nelson.
All right. Then I'm wrong. I was going to say it's probably not somebody famous. It's probably just somebody that is a regular guy.
Regular bro Joe.
Ty Osmond Sr. That would be a good one.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
That'd be a great one.
All right.
So
Free shout out.
All right. So I was trying to Google just now top fives. Let me play the music.
I got 5 on it. Got it good.
And I've never heard of this before, but when I Googled top 5, a movie of Chris Rock popped up on there, which just seemed weirdly appropriate for this week. So let's say top 5 shocking TV moments. We can all throw some in there and then figure out our top 5 from there, because that at the Oscars was got to be in there.
But fake. But go ahead.
You think it was fake? I don't know.
I think now, listen, Chris Rock has a tour coming out. Number one, that's all you need to know. The Oscars suck and nobody gives a Number two, like, this is all publicity, bro. Like, they're just trying to drum up stuff. He didn't even react. The dude slapped the absolute poop out of him, and any human being would have been like trying to back away. Dude took it, and I respect him for taking him. But does that not raise your radar of that doesn't make sense?
Yeah, but if he knew it was coming, wouldn't he have like at least touched his face? Like he was a little
It doesn't
jarred.
add up. The Oscars needs all the help they can get.
I agree.
And Chris Rock has got a tour coming up.
I don't know. I think Will Smith's in a dark place, and I hate to say that, but
then that makes even more sense. So he probably needs the. Anyway, we don't need to get stuck on that. We got like 5 minutes left here.
His acceptance speech was awfully weird too.
I didn't even see the acceptance.
The whole thing was so strange.
Yeah, it was just publicity, bro. Nothing happens by accident in that world. It's just like sports. There's no accidents. We ended up with Duke, North Carolina on purpose. It's Coach K's last year. Like, bro, I mean, come on. Nothing happens.
Then I'm changing the question for you, Hayes. Top 5 conspiracy theories.
I'm not even going to say necessarily that I believe in. I'm just going to say top 5.
Okay.
Flat Earth. The Twin Towers was an inside job. Trump won the election and it was fake.
I want one that you do believe in though.
That I do believe in aliens and Bigfoot. I've seen Bigfoot. There's one. And then that's a lot of them.
JFK? Would you put JFK in there?
No,
Before
that might have been an inside job. I would say that probably is more so than the Twin Towers. Okay, there you go. Dan, you got an opinion?
Conspiracy theories? Oh, they're swirling now. COVID is fake.
Ooh.
Is Tupac dead?
Oh.
Ooh, I heard one the other day.
Tupac is dead, bro. Like,
is Hitler in Argentina?
These people are idiots. This is so stupid.
I've heard all of these.
This is ridiculous.
Definitely the one I believe in, the Illuminati.
100. 100.
For sure.
No doubt.
Oh, what's that one that happens, that meeting that happens in the middle of the woods in California where all the world leaders come and like dance?
It's similar to Illuminati.
Yeah, what's that
There's
called?
a cousin of that.
What do they call that
It's
owl?
called like
they worship the owl.
Yep, I've heard this.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I did a deep dive a couple years ago on that one. I was down a dark hole.
A dark hole of reality. Oh.
Did we land on the moon?
I'm 50-50 on that one. Just a lot of stuff doesn't add up, in my opinion, logically, if you think that way.
Is Barack Obama American?
I mean, probably not, but do I care?
No, he is. Probably not.
I mean, I don't. He might not be. I mean,
I'm sure there's
the question is, do I care? Which I don't.
No, it doesn't affect me.
That's fair.
None of these affect me though. All right, it's safe to say. But no, I just have always been interested in like good conspiracy theories. Not really events wise, but like Dan. Hey, Dan, this is the Bohemian Grove. That's who worships that owl.
Yes, the Bohemian Grove. That's
who worships an owl?
What is the owl's name?
Let's guess.
Isn't it like all the world leaders come together and they all wear black hoods and they're in the middle of the California whatever and they like kill a baby or something?
I don't know if they kill a baby.
My gosh.
I don't think that was a part of it. But it's near San Francisco. Like it's Northern California.
That sounds so creepy that it's probably true.
Yeah, it is like a lot of like very wealthy people.
Also, just to think about the sheer amount of money that's in this world is mind-boggling. Very strange.
Yeah.
We are just peasants.
What is the name of that damn owl? Moloch. Moloch is the name.
What's the name of that damn owl?
Moloch. Moloch.
Oh man, that's funny.
Moloch.
That's got to be real. With a name like Moloch, that's got to be a deity.
Alex Jones, the conspiracy theorist, is all over that one.
Yep, he's pretty very right, hard right.
He's very out there in terms.
He's very out there. I agree. The safest place is in the middle, guys. Like, listen, this isn't political podcast, but good grief, just be reasonable. Just freaking be reasonable, and the world will be fine. And don't listen to the hard left and the hard right, and everybody's gonna be freaking fine. Just we're reasonable in here. God,
I try to be.
There's
been all sorts of on both sides from we shouldn't talk about this, but from the swimmer, from the everything. I mean, every single argument is just wild. Not healthy. Not healthy to engage in arguments on social media.
Not healthy to engage.
Wow.
What a top five.
Who knew? So
Top five sneakers, top five sports drinks, top five crackers. Nope. Top five conspiracy theories. We'll go down this tangent.
number one, definitely Moloch the Owl of the Bohemian Grove.
I guess a relevant conspiracy theory would be Michael Jordan actually owed money to the mob, and so they killed his dad. Like that would have been a good one.
Yeah.
Relatively. And
Mhm.
it would relate to our topic.
Sorry, I'm Googling if there's any secret societies in Nashville.
Oh my god. All right, picks of the week. I got nothing. Go get the chlorophyll OG Bo Jackson ones on April 1st, which is April Fool's Day. So it might just be full of crap. It could just be
Ooh,
Fake.
maybe you got.
Maybe I got.
I wonder who's going to get got this year. Was that last year that Landon said that he sent us all that picture that was
Let's
Nike
say yes.
and Kanye getting back
Yes,
together?
let's say yes. That was Landon.
Let's just say Landon gets bamboozled probably once a week. He sent us something on via unverified Twitter of Foot Locker taking every single Nike
the dark
sneaker
web.
of every single store in all of America, which makes up like 70% of their sales. Come to find out a couple hours later, it was not real. So he's getting bamboozled left and right.
My picks of the week. Let's see when. Yep. I like those Halloween dunks, the black with the orange. Could be because I'm just a UT fan, but I do like those. Weird
What's the
that they're
deal
coming
with
out now.
Yeah, what's the deal with those coming out right now?
I think COVID Jones is
COVID.
what I assume. It's like,
COVID Jones. That's a hazism.
Hayes, April
That's a
2nd.
hazism.
April 2nd. Georgetown dunk or Georgetown ones.
Amen. Everybody should go for that. I'm
Missed
going
that
for
one.
it. It's my birthday so dang it, I better hit.
It's
It's for personal. I would wear them. It's not to resell.
Mm-hmm.
We'll speak that into existence.
Yeah, tell the world.
I really would love to get those Georgetown ones. I mean, those are top notch. I have no income right now, and I will secretly pay $200 without my wife knowing. Happily.
Well, speaking of that, Nike announced that Air Jordan 1s are going to 180, just your standard pair.
We started buying them in 2016
Soccer.
for 160, and now they're already 180. That's just 6 years later. Unbelievable.
Inflation. It's Biden's fault. Oh, conspiracy theory.
I am pissed about my grocery store bill here lately too. We were buying groceries for like a week and a half for $130, and we have not changed while we're eating. In fact, we might have cut it down, and it's like $190, $200 easy. I don't know what the deal is.
It's not my fault.
It's pissing me off. I literally walked out of the grocery store like enraged last week.
I get enraged every time I even see a gas station.
I think we're just gonna cut this rage fest.
And
off.
every time I see anything about Duke, I get enraged. All right, there you
go.
Oh, you weren't here for all that.
Yeah, you weren't here when we ranted.
If Coach K goes on to win this, I will hang myself in my backyard. I cannot.
Don't do that, please.
I cannot. I do not want him. In fact, I want his last loss to be like 30 points.
Yeah.
I don't care who hands it to him, but ideally it would be UNC.
My gosh, I wish I could kiss you.
I mean,
if we were physically closer, I might make out with you.
All right. If Duke wins the national championship, I will never watch another college basketball game that Tennessee is not a part of. Guaranteed.
Wow.
I will put that on the line.
That I don't think I would do that. That's not wise, Mason. So many fun things happen in March.
I really want to say I'd cut my penis off, but that's probably
Are you gonna Mike Vrabel it?
that's much.
Chop it
That's
right
a
off
little
if you
much.
get to the Super Bowl.
I don't know. I just
I'm just gonna cut you off before you decide. All
okay,
right,
cool.
fam.
Let's go.
Thank you for tuning in to the Still Dripping Happy Hour. Remember, subscribe, rate 5 stars, leave us a review.
Yep.
At Bodie Gwynn, we're still waiting on that review. Don't forget to
Mm.
go follow us
Russian
on
dude.
Instagram and
Russian
Twitter
dude, we're waiting for you too, bro.
at
Mhm.
Still
Come on.
Dripping TN. Yes, shout out to the 11 downloads from the Rooskies. What
They're
can
just-
you say, man? The Rooskies love the Brewskis at the happy hour.
They're just
All right.
monitoring us
The
at this point.
Rooskies love the Brewskis. Can Dan and I go back and forth on a freestyle?
Oh, I was gonna try one for you this week.
Oh, let's three.
Oh, Hayes, did you learn something before we get into the outro?
How much, man? This is just I'm so stressed about this basketball game. That's pathetic. And I learned that this isn't important and there's way other important things in life and that you should adjust your expectations.
I clued in late. And don't clue in late. Don't clue in late for life.
That's deep.
What I'm piecing together in my mind right now from this episode is some conspiracy theories probably are real. And so if you're a part of one of those groups, please don't come after us because you're probably pretty powerful. So if you do worship an owl, like we're okay with that. It was in our core values to be accountable to a higher being. And if it's an owl, then that's okay. You're
What's the owl
welcome.
called? Wait, what's the owl called?
If it's
again?
Moloch,
Moloch.
But also, if you are seriously involved in one of these conspiracy theories, we'd love to have you on the pod to talk through it. Just hear
we
what
can,
you think.
do that thing where they alter your voice if you don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like on Gangland.
Okay.
I feel like my voice should be altered every other episode.
Can you please alter my voice on this one?
Man, that's funny.
All right, let's try this. All right, Hayes, you go first.
All right. Malik, I'm worshiping owls, no vows. I buy two, but I pay for one like my bowels. I'm pooping on them. Check the toilet. I got the toilet paper. I got the poop, then I pass it to Dan.
We be slapping fools out in these streets like we Will Smith. I said, skeet, skeet, skeet.
That's a wrap on 57. I'm going to 7-Eleven. I'm gonna hit Hayes and get a slushy, get a Slurpee out his Nerpy.
Doing burpees. I'm about to get some. I'm running up to the YMCA, but no, I'm doing some calisthenics. I'm working on my cardio. I got my cardio in my heart. I got heart. I don't ever
Giving
fart.
people purple nurples left and right there.
That's it. Cut it.
We'll see you next week. Peace.
Then I'm giving people purple nurples left and right. What kind of rap is that?
That was terrible.
That was great. That's exactly what the fans have come to expect.
I think it was harder that we all bounced back and forth.
Oh, that was great. I love it. That's a perfect way to end that.